Hey, Nicole here with On the Moment Booth. Today I'm going to show you my exact process in incorporating Instagram Reels for my photo booth business. Let's get started. So whenever I'm at an event, I do several things to make sure that I get the footage that I need for my Instagram Reels. I've done this enough, so I'm very aware of which clips I want to get. This is just my process. You do whatever feels right for you and whatever works with your brand or your mission best. For my company, I want to always highlight the really fun moments. I also take that extra step to make sure to try and capture the venue or any specific decor that's happening, anything that's unique about the venue or the event itself in general. I do this for a couple of things. My strategy is the reel that I make is not only going to highlight my services, highlight my business, highlight the event, I also want to have it be a useful tool for the event organizer, for the event venue, so that they also want to share the reel that I made, and it's more promotion for my business. So I want it to be a benefit not only to myself, but also to them. And so I do want to make the best quality video that I can. And so with that, it takes a little bit extra time, a little bit extra planning, but it's worth it. And I promise you, once you kind of get into the rhythm of it, it starts to be a seamless thing where when you get to your venue, you know, okay, this is what I want to shoot. Like, this looks interesting. Let me take a 2-second clip of that. And then it'll all kind of flow seamlessly as you put it together. Let's just get started. The first thing that I do is whenever I take those captures, I organize them into a folder in my phone. So you can do this before your event. Just go ahead and create a folder. And then whenever you're done with your event, you can take all of the captures from the day and put them into the folder. So that way, when you go to make your reel, it's really quick and easy to find them all and put them in. I'm going to start screen recording my phone and putting it here so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing as well. The app I'm going to use today is called InShot, and this is what it kind of looks like. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to click on video, and then I'm going to click on new, and then I'm going to go to this section here where it says recent, and I'm going to go into party on the patio. So that was the folder that I created and put all of my clips in. So you can see I got a few of the evening. You really don't need much because most Instagram reels, the most successful reels, are going to be as low as like 7 seconds. But if you have more entertaining features, you can go all the way up to 30, but going past 30, I think the attention span wanes, so it's better to keep under 30. So with all that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and click on all my videos here and add them into my selection. Okay, so I've got all my videos, and you're going to kind of notice here, see how I'm going like back and forth, zooming in on the guests. This is just a trick I use because when guests are posing, they're not moving. And so by myself moving back and forth, it gives just a little bit more motion, more excitement in the capture. And it also kind of helps me with transitions. So I got a lot of the guests here. And right now in my mind, I'm trying to think of what kind of story can I share? How am I going to I'm not just going to put music to this as it is and kind of put it out there. I want to try and have a beginning, have a middle, and have an end. And so these are all, okay, so here's the beginning of the venue. You can see my tap to start screen, my prop table, the empty lobby. Here's my backdrop. And here's my tap to start screen by itself. There's me. Don't need that. Okay. Okay, so I already know off the bat, I'm going to want to put this tap to start screen at the very beginning. But before we go there, we're going to go into Instagram and find our music, because that's going to be probably one of the most essential parts of all of this, is finding music that's going to match with the videos. Let's go into Instagram now and look at that. So when I go into Instagram, I'm going to go straight into the Reels icon. That's going to be the little middle play button. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go scroll through, and you'll see here there's a arrow icon pointing up. That means that sound is trending. So when it's trending, that's great. We wanna use a trending sound. We wanna use something that has an arrow pointing up. So let me click on that, for example. So as you can see, it has 67.1 thousand reels. That is far too high for me, for my opinion. If you love the music, use it, right? Like, that shouldn't matter. I try to keep my reels for sounds under between 1 and 2,000. This one is too high. And so what I mean by too high is there's going to be 67,000 people who've used the same sound. There's a reason why it's trending, right? But that means that when you put your video in, you have a very slim chance of being discovered on this audio page. If you don't care about that, fine, that's great. I want to have as much eyes on my content as possible, because more eyes means more potential clients. If you're ever scrolling through Instagram and you find a sound that you like, you're like, ooh, I could use this. Like, I like the beats, I like how the fast pace. Go ahead and save that, and then you can always refer back to it. So I do know that I have saved some music. So I'm gonna go ahead to my saved section and audio. And I saved her audio here. She's a DJ, and I can show you. She's very popular, and she creates a lot of mashups, which are really great for reels. I really enjoy mashups. And as you can see on her videos, she is very successful at what she does. So I found an audio of hers that she just kind of created, and there's not many reels at all. This is kind of touch and go. It means that I'm going to be kind of like one of the first 100, which is really rare to use a sound, especially one of hers when her sounds usually blow up. So I anticipate this sound to be trending probably within about a week. So I saved this sound, and I'm going to move on to the next step, and this is the sound I'm going to use. So what I do is because I'm already screen recording this for you guys, I'm not going to do it again, but what I want you to do is when you find a sound that you want to use for Instagram, screen record it. Make sure that you have audio enabled. Typically it is whenever you screen record. Screen record and play the audio in its entirety. And then you're going to stop your screen record, and then you're going to go back into your InShot app, and I'm going to show you what to do next. InShot. Okay, so we're back to our video. And we're going to take that screen record and we're going to input it into our video. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So on your left-hand side, you see Canvas and music. Hit that music icon, and you're going to see music effects record. We're going to hit that music button again. And then you're going to see extract audio from video. Extract audio from video. Click on that. Then you're going to import the screen record that you just made. Okay. There's our screen record that we just made. I'm going to click on this check mark, and that's going to extract the audio from that screen record. So now we just have the audio from that screen record. The next thing I want to do is, you see the audio that we just put in is purple, and then in the blue underneath, that's our original audio from my phone captures. We're going to get rid of that, because all that is me saying, great job, you guys look awesome. And we don't want that in our video. So I'm going to put my volume all the way down, and you're going to see 2 little check marks. I'm going to click those, and that's going to apply it to all of the clips in the video. So click that, volume applied to all. So now the only sound we have is our music. As you can see, we got some work to do. We have a lot of clips and not a lot of sound. So we're going to be cutting and editing a lot of this to make it fit and make it work together. So what I do next is I'm going to click that check mark. So now what I'll do, I'll go through and decide what I want to be the beginning of my video. And I know already I want kind of like these before pictures and these detail pictures to be part of my first video. So I'm going to take this, tap to start screen, capture. I'm going to slide that over to the beginning. And then I kind of also want that backdrop. So let's get that in there too. And then I liked this because it shows my prop table. It also kind of shows the venue, and it shows an empty lobby. And because I also know that I got a capture of the lobby when it was full. So that's gonna be a cool transition to allow for my story to go from, okay, look, here's all of the details and here's all the before, and then we're back to that start screen and then a full lobby. So I like that. So what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna play the video and I'm gonna cut it to the beat. All right, so in that like before, like back and forth, I like that. So, and I like the start of that blank screen to the screen, to the pulled back screen. So let's stir that. Okay, first of all, my music is not lining up. So let's fix that so you can see that it's blank. Let's cut that. Okay, we got that better now. Okay, so that's a cool part. I think, yep, I like that pulled back look better. So I'm actually going to cut this clip here. And you have a bunch of tools available to you. So you'll see split, that's what I use. I split the video clip, and then I'm gonna just delete this one before. You can always undo, or you can always go back in and stretch that video out. It's not gone forever, don't worry. Okay, so it's not enough movement, so let me see what else I can do. It's a lot of just like static. Okay, so let's see. I think we'll have to use that pullback right there. Okay. That's better. Okay, and then I like it a little bit darker like that, so let's cut that and delete. All right, you see how I'm waiting kind of like for the beat? Okay. Like Dancing in September, and then I'm gonna cut it. And then I'm gonna start introducing the guests because it makes sense. So I went from my details, an empty lobby, a full lobby, and now it makes sense for there to be guests in my booth. So now I'm gonna go according to the music and see what I mean by how it was good to have that kind of like back and forth movement, because now it's not just a static pose, there's movement in the video. And it helps with the transition. Never was a cloudy cut. Okay, there's a little video that's not gonna work there. And I kind of like that sweeping movement. That's gonna be great for when this music turns into a different sound. So let's see, I'm gonna have to make some cuts here. Okay, so let's, I know I saw fun. I'm trying to look for the most fun captures, lots of smiles, cute little interactions. I love these guys, so I'm gonna put them closer. All right, so I want that to be my transition, so I need to elongate it a little more. Okay, so let's pick out the best part of this. That one's cute. So as soon as it kind of transitions, I want to use that sweeping part. So let's cut it here. Okay. For the second part of the song, you're gonna hear like the beats, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so I'm gonna cut my clips into those beats. So I'm gonna find that perfect amount of time and cut it to the song. 2, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it down. And you hear kind of like the drum, right? So let's cut. And yeah, 1.2 is probably gonna be my number, 1.2. Okay, that was a little long. A little long still. That jump was cute. Oops. Come on. My finger. Okay. We have a lot of captures we didn't include. So what I'm gonna have to do, instead of having it being like 1, 2, and then transition, I'm gonna have to have those clips be a little closer. Okay, so you guys get it. Include all of your fun clips that you want to include, and whatever you can't, you know, make your decision on what you want to keep, what you don't want to keep. I've got that all put together. Let's add some pizzazz, okay? What I want to do is I want to go in filter, and then you'll see effect, filter, and adjust. I'm going to click on effect, and you have a lot of options available to you, but I think with this sound of the track kind of like comes in, I think I want to do glitch. Okay, so there's our glitch, and then let's make sure it makes sense. So I'm going to cut it down. Let's see. All right, that's kind of where it needs to end. Okay, I like that. I think our video is done. The next crucial part is going to be taking the music out. You don't want to export it with the music because we saved the music on Instagram and we're going to use the Instagram music. If you upload it like this, Instagram is going to think that you are trying to steal the music essentially, or make it your own. It's not your own. You want to use the creator's music. So we're going to delete it from here. And as you can see, there's no audio. So we're going to click check mark, and then this button up here, save. I like to save mine 1080p resolution. You can also save it at 4K if you wanted to. I found that when I try and do 4K and I input it into Instagram, it compresses it. So I just recommend 1080p. Save it to your phone, and then you're gonna go into, don't escape out of the screen when you save it. Okay, so that's saved. We're gonna go back into Instagram. We're gonna go back to our audio. We're gonna do use audio. And then we're going to input our video. And then I'm gonna kind of watch it to make sure that the hits are still correct according to how I edited it. All right, if it wasn't exactly on it, what I would do is I would go back in and kind of tweak it, maybe like 0.01 of a second, to kind of just get those hits accurately. You definitely want to put out your best work, so try and make sure that it matches and goes well. So now we've added our sound. We're going to click on next. There's our final clip. At this point, you can always add text if you wanted to, like a title. I'm not going to because it's pretty self-explanatory with my tap to start screen. So I'm just going to go ahead and click next, and then I'm going to edit my cover. I'm going to choose the best kind of clip that I've discovered here. And then I'm going to go to my profile grid, make sure it's centered, because that's what's going to show up on my actual Instagram page. We don't want like partial faces. So let's make sure to center that, make sure my cover's good, and then I'm gonna hit done. I'm gonna write my caption. I'm gonna include my hashtags for keyword and SEO. I'm going to tag the venue that I was at so they can share this exact thing. I'm gonna add my location. And then I'm going to be strategic when I post it. So hopefully by this point, if you're brand new to Instagram, you probably aren't aware like when the best time to post is. But if you are kind of using a little bit of logic, most people are going to be on their phones in the morning. People are going to be on their phones kind of at lunchtime and after work. So think about those times and what works best for you. I posted this at like 10 a.m., which was not a great time. So I'm not getting great views on this video. So learn from my mistake. But because I'm using a sound that I anticipate is going to trend upwards, I do anticipate that there are going to be more eyes on my video as the week progresses. So just think about that. And if you're not ready to share it just yet, you can always save it to your drafts and move on from there. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was interesting. Maybe you learned something new today. What I love about using InShot instead of editing all of this in Instagram is I'm able to use this same exact video in multiple places. Because what I can do now is I can go to TikTok, find that exact same audio because that creator's on TikTok as well. I'll find her on TikTok, I'll save that exact sound, and I'll input this video without any watermarks onto TikTok. What happens when you download a video from Instagram is you'll get that little Instagram watermark and your handle, which is great if you want to preserve your video and make sure people aren't stealing it, right? But if you want to repurpose your videos, it kind of sucks because it has your logo and watermark on it, and TikTok doesn't like that, understandably. So I love shooting an InShot because I have a really great video cut to the music, and then I can input the music in whatever platform I'm using. So whether it's YouTube Shorts, Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, you're able to use the same video without having to redo it every single time for every platform. So I hope that helps. I hope you learned something today. I am going to talk more about Instagram, how to optimize your bio for your Instagram feed, how to get more clients on Instagram, everything that I've kind of learned so far. If you have any questions, I'd love to be able to help you answer. Comment below or find me on Instagram and send me a DM. I'd be happy to help. I will see you next time. Bye.